Thanks for joining us for an interview spotlight from the Global SCM Conference. Hi, I'm Greg Thompson and joined by Bill Fisher. And Bill, your area of expertise is compliance, is that correct?
Right, customs compliance, correct.
And tell me, what organization are you working with these days?
American Global Logistics.
Okay, and prior to that, what were you doing?
I worked for another customs broker and freight forwarder prior to AGL. And then prior to that, I owned and operated my own 3PL, operating in a foreign trade zone and providing customs compliance advice to customers.
So a lot of experience in this area, and I want to talk to you a little bit about customs compliance and some of the changes we've seen in the post 9/11 era and some of the challenges and opportunities that exist there. What have you seen?
Well, I mean, customs is, they've evolved in a couple of ways. One, they've become a much more business-friendly organization. They understand that we're under great challenges and we're all trying to do the right things with a few missteps here and there. But they've moved really more from a compliance organization in some respects to an enforcement agency. Since they moved from under Treasury to Homeland Security and becoming linked with immigration, that's become their main focus. And securing the nation's borders is one of their main charges, and they're doing very well at that. But it's shifted a lot of the compliance knowledge base really needs to rely with the U.S. companies, where customs did have some very knowledgeable people in that field before, but now they've lost some of that through attrition and through a number of reasons. But it's really, their shift has been I don't know if I would say more on security, but at least equal to security from compliance.
Well, and you've got the security concerns, and you've also got competition in the global marketplace, and so I think those two things kind of have to balance out each other. So tell me a little bit about how big data, or the explosion of the digital age, if you will, how has that helped in customs compliance and in the global supply chain?
Well, I think with big data coming about and more information being available and more technology being available, I mean, the onset of smartphones and everything that's out there now, data is much more critical than it ever has been, and it's much more available. And through the custom system, ACE, Automated Commercial Environment, they're able now to return a lot of that data back to the U.S. importers and help with compliance from the standpoint of knowing having more visibility to all the different shipments that are coming in and what classifications were declared, and giving more information to the companies to be able to use that data going forward to make improvements.
Well, it sounds to me that it's helping to put everybody kind of on the same page.
Right, correct. Yeah, the mom and pop companies didn't have, I mean, they had access to that data, but the big companies had the money to spend on technology, and now it has leveled the playing field a lot on that.
And when you look at that, I would think that would help those smaller companies to be, if they wish to be more competitive on the global scene.
Sure. I mean, it helps them. Data is, it's knowledge is power, as they say, and having that data to make intelligent decisions based upon facts instead of thought to be facts or misinformation really, I think, helps companies work better and comply with the laws better.
What do you see that's on the horizon for compliance, big data, and some things that are happening in that spectrum? Are we going to see more things come about? What do you see?
I think companies are going to become smarter in what they do, not so much in their product lines, because they're already the experts in the different products that they're manufacturing or importing or exporting, but they're going to be able to increase the bottom line profit by having more information available that they can use, more real-time information they can use to their benefit to help squeeze the margins and improve the efficiencies through more accurate duty rates and more information that they can use for cost correction and cost savings.
Well, it sounds like some exciting times are ahead in that area, and things will be happening in your part of the world.
I think they will. I think they've only just begun.
Very good. Well, thanks very much for your time, and thanks for joining us for this interview spotlight.